Hi, it's Victor here from SecPoint with the Ultimate Firewall Protector version 28. Now we will take a look at the network setup menu that you see right here, where you can configure the network settings. First we have here the IP address that is being set. You can set up the router, the DNS number 2, and we are seeing it is very important to have a very good DNS. Many people will use the DNS from the internet provider, naturally, since they are using the internet provider already. Then they think the DNS server is very strong, but the truth is most internet providers have very slow, very unstable DNS servers that goes offline. So we always recommend you use some very stable ones, for example the Google ones, 8888 and 8844. But of course you can also put in your own DNS, or just make sure you have a very strong DNS being set. Also you can go here to the static routing, and what you can do is you can easily set up multiple networks. For example, let's say you have one protector device, but you have like 5 networks going through it. Then you can force them all with the static routing to go through the same device. For example, if you're using web filtering or other services. So you simply put in here the network. We can put in one here as an example, and then you put in the gateway where you want it to be forced through, and that's the gateway in front of the protector. For example, we can put in just right here 192.168.1.1, for example, and then we can put in a description, network in building 2, for example, and then this way all the routing will go through one protector and you will have full control. Also, we can see here you have the DNS service. You can actually run a DNS server on the protector itself. It runs a Linux DNS server. You can also go in and enable the DNS performance check, and here it will automatically check if you have a strong DNS, or for example if you're relying on an internet provider DNS server that is very weak. It can tell you that, so you don't get any off time because of a bad DNS. Also you can customize DNS name tables. Sometimes people, they have a local DNS, but they need to force it to a specific IP, or for example a public IP, they need to force that to a local IP depending on the setup. And here you can actually go in and you can override the DNS tables and put in what you want. By default you don't have to do it, but if you need to do it, you can do it. You can also set up right here the DMZ network. So if your device have 3 network ports, you can set up a DNS zone on the DMZ zone on the 3rd port, where for example you can put your web server, mail server, other services that are not, if they get hacked, you don't want them to be able to access your internal network. You can also customize the NTP server right here for the timestamp, so you can put in the server you want to rely on. It already has a default one set up, but for example maybe you want to put in your own, or some client NTP server. You can do that very easily as well. And the NTP will synchronize once in a while every day, so the timestamp is always perfect on your device. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching the video, and more information at secpoint.com.